Alright, hey there YouTube. Gonna get started doing this again. Been feeling under the weather, but feeling a little better right now, so I figured I'd get out here and do some work. Gonna start by doing these upper control arm brackets and hopefully get them all done. And while I was standing here getting ready to film, I heard a noise, and up there in that gas tank a bird came flying out, so he's using it as a home. So I think I'll let him have it. It's all dented up on the underside, so it's not super bad. Somebody could use it, but I'll just let them use it, let them build a nest in there or whatever they want to do till I chuck it. So let me get on this and I'll bring you back and show you what I got. Alright, got these welded on, cleaned it up as best I could with the wire wheel and the file and stuff, trying to knock away all that slag, and some places I couldn't really quite get to, but I'll do better cleaning once I'm finally done with the whole thing. But one thing I noticed was that the gap between here and here and here and here seems to be wider. So let's just measure from the outside, and it looks like that is about 1 inch and let's see, how many sixteenths? 9/16. Inch and a half. So I guess that's not going to be too bad of a problem. I need to go in and buy the bushings for these, make sure they fit, because I had a set in there that I thought might be it, and it'll fit, but it won't. It's not a tight fit, so I'll have to get on their website and see what the Truss New Ventures website, and see what they recommend for the bushings, because if they won't fit in there, I don't know, or they won't stay in there, I don't know what the point is. But I'm too far along to like back out now. I might end up having to, who knows, do something drastic and like tack in the bushings from the top or something like that. I don't know, to where I can get to it with a grinder to take them out. But next will be figuring all these side deals out. So that piece, there's 2 of them, one for either side, and they're opposite, and they just kind of slide down in them grooves right there, all 4 corners. And then this somehow goes up on there. I'm going to try to make it as even as possible around all the edges. But back here, this is where the shock goes. So there's a tab that runs across back there. So I'll probably remove this. I think I have a set of front shocks that I'll find a bolt and, I don't know, bolt it up, I guess, and so I can get the distance right. And then figure out the rest, I guess. I don't know, I just don't want the heat warping everything. So I'm probably going to have to do a little bit something different with this. To keep it from warping. And then all these other brackets right up in here go up in different areas. areas. I got to figure out which one of these goes where. I think the shorter one goes on the passenger side, which is the side over there, the farthest one from us. Gotta figure out what the heck this goes to. Let's take all this over there. Okay, let's see what we got. Still some water down because I left this out and it didn't evaporate, but that's all right. So I was thinking, I thought that this might go here for some reason. I'll have to check the instructions again. This bracket I think goes underneath somehow. I don't know. It can't go like that. So it must go like that somehow. So that the bolts can line up. I'm guessing I'll have to get a nut or something and tack in there. Maybe I won't, just for the sake of, I don't know, sake of something. So let's see, if it goes like that, it'll go like this, I assume. So I assume it goes something like that. Sorry, I had you staring off into space, but yeah, it goes up in there somewhere like that. And I'm sure I can get a wrench or weld a tab to a nut and then have it run out. Let me go read the instructions and then we'll come back and get this all figured out, because I don't want to screw it up. But these like go in there somehow. And then welds in for the shocks. Probably what I'll do is I'll tack those in and lay it back up on here, tack this down, and then start welding. It's a lot of planning. So let me get reading instructions and planning this thing out. I'll bring you back. But yeah, I'm gonna go pick up those bushings today, but I'll bring you back. Okay, I brought you back to show you these bushings that I had were indeed for the Jeep upper control arms. That's part number, Moog, suspension, O'Reilly's. This is the issue that I'm running into. I did tap on this with the hammer earlier and couldn't get these in. So what I figure I'm gonna do, and it's an issue on both sides, is I think I'm going to tack here, couple places around here to get them to stay in, like good tacks, like good like 1/4 inch tacks, like at least in 3 spots, 2 opposite each other and then 1 in the center at the top. Make a pain of replacing them without a grinder, but I think it'll be necessary to keep these in because these are the control arms I'm going to use, adjustable ones. I don't want it going down the road doing that. Death bobble. I'm going to try to hit around the bottom of it though and see what happens, because I've hit the top and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I tried tapping it with the hammer, and I can seat this one in where it won't come out by hand. I can't force it out, but if I tap on the other side, a little bit of vibration, it'll pop right out. So I'll just end up tapping it in with the hammer as close and flush right here as I can get it, and then like I said, I'm just going to tack 2 across and then 1 above, and then maybe even just a nice little small one on the back side on either side, and that should be good. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't I'll just do it, let it cool, and then do it, and then let it cool, and then do it, like just so I don't burn out this rubber piece. And like it'll void the warranty, but whatever, until I can figure something else out. I don't even think that like Johnny joints or anything would work that good up in there. So they need to, I might send them a email, tell them the problem I'm running into, see if they have any fixes, and then go from there. But I'll bring you back when I move on to the next spot, which is figuring out these, which I think I've pretty much gotten it figured out. I just gotta put it together and tack it up. So I'll bring you back. Alright, went ahead and tacked all this up. It's just all tacked in, tacked together, both sides. I did this one first. I think I'll finish off with this one. What I had to do is I went in there and I had a front shock, and I kind of measured the bushing, and I found a socket that was a little bit oversized, but I figure that's better than being undersized, or I can always stick a washer or something up in there if needed. But that 7/8 socket right there did the trick, and I think it'll work out just fine. Now I'm gonna go back over it and start making it permanent, and then figure out these brackets here, not these ones, the spring buckets or whatever they're called. So according to the instructions, the front hole is for stock, 3/4 inch center to center, and then another 3/4 inch center from that one, and that makes it a total of like 1.5 inch. And I gotta decide like where I'm gonna position this. and these are weld in, so once I do it, there will be no taking them back. So I'm thinking I might just do midway. I'm gonna go out there and like stare at the Jeep and see after I weld all this up, but to see if I want to stretch it forward or not, 1.5 inches, which I might end up doing. I don't know. I might, because I want to get bigger tires on this thing now. I'll have to get gears, upgrade the axle shafts. Yeah, which I think I'll do eventually. I'm thinking about 35s or 37s. I think I want on that thing. I've always kind of wanted a small truck with big old tires, you know, like a mini monster truck look. It's kind of what I've always wanted, so I might as well just build it how I want it. But yeah, either 35s or 37s. I don't think I want to go any bigger than that. But let me get back to work here. I'll show you though how it's supposed to go. Oops, yeah, that's cool. Just knock everything off. So this is how it ended up going. That little piece with the tabbed into there, into this piece, and then they weld together. So I'm gonna have to figure how to get in there and weld all that together. I guess this will be strong enough with the weld here, and then I might knock this off though, and so I can get a bead down the full length of this small one here, and then put it back on there and weld her up, and then like weld in here this big old gap. It's gonna be different. I might try to tack it out here at the end. But yeah, then I got, we'll see what happens with that. I might not even do nothing for that, but these guys go like right here. Oops, sorry, I'm kind of staring at what I'm doing rather than staring at the screen to give you guys a look at what I'm doing. Stutter time, huh? So they go like that. So I'll weld them on after I get everything else welded up. And then I'll be done for the most part, except for these lower control arm brackets, which I don't know where they're supposed to go, and I don't think it says in the instructions on how to do that. So I think they're supposed to go like directly under the, but on the back side of course, but kind of down under here. However they're supposed to go. So I'll get that all figured out too, hopefully, and then bring you back. But let me get welding on this thing and finish her up, and I can get the wire wheel out and just start wire wheeling all this extra slag and junk off of here, and make it look prettier, and I'll degrease it and I'll paint it and make it look real pretty. So I'll bring you back when I'm there. Alright, got her all welded up, all down inside, around, you know, top and bottom, both sides. Gotta hit with the file down up inside there to get rid of some of them burrs and that slag and stuff. I just gotta weld these gussets in. Got all up under there, you know, put it all in there. Looks like crap, but it'll work, it'll hold, I know it will. I think I'll hit it with the wire wheel after I'm all done and try to knock off as much of this crap as I can. Wish I had a sandblaster or something. That might knock a lot of it out. But I think I'm gonna, let's see, is there anything else to talk about? I think I'm gonna call it, because I'm pretty hungry and need to get something to eat and want to relax. It's getting a little warm outside and I'm all bundled up to try and protect myself from the slag and heat and UV rays. I already sunburned the back of my hand because I wasn't wearing gloves the other day, and then I put my hand down and burned my hand. I don't remember if I mentioned that in the other video, but that was the other day. So it's coming along good. I just got to figure out, like I said, where where do these go? And I think they just go like straight up underneath here somewhere. Can't remember. I'll have to look under one of the Jeeps and get it all figured out. But there'll be some measuring probably. But alright, well, that's it for now. This little Hobart needs a rest, and I need to clean up so I can let the dogs out. So till next time, y'all take care now.